So 365 Days is a movie, kind of, that is about a woman who is kidnapped by a man who is part of the mafia, and he gives her 365 days to fall in love with her. And if she does not, bad things will happen to her. Yeah, that's it. That's what this movie is about. So if you don't know about this movie, it became very popular on Netflix. It was probably, I think it was number 1 or number 2 in the US for like a week, and it got very popular on sites like TikTok and Instagram. And the movie is basically light-core pornography. It is a woman who is completely sexualized by this guy, and there's some really graphic sex scenes in this movie, and it is basically just 50 Shades of Grey, but Polish, and it is one of the worst movies I have seen in my entire life. I understand, this movie is meant for one thing and one thing only. It's meant to be about sex. That's fine, I guess. I just don't think that films or filmmaking is really the area to make a movie about that. There's a whole industry that's about that. So having to watch a movie that has a story and in order to keep a TVMA rating can't show much, I really just don't get the point. It's 365 Days is a terrible movie, and it's really hard to review because if you watch it, it's really obvious what's wrong with it. The focus of this movie was on the sex scenes, and that's it. Everything else is thrown to the wind. The acting is absolute garbage. The writing is incomprehensible. The direction is mind-boggling. The music choices hurt your head. The cinematography looks like it was done by a 5-year-old. Everything about this movie is just fully and entirely incompetent. And it has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 1.1 on Letterboxd. And any serious movie reviewing site is trashing this movie because that's what it is. It's absolute garbage. Your whole movie is based around sex. So a good portion of it, probably 30 minutes of the movie, is just sex scenes. But everything else surrounding that is incomprehensibly bad. The way that the actors act and the way that characters react to things is entirely subhuman. It's not something you would ever see in real life. I'm genuinely at a loss of words to find the ways to explain why this movie is bad, because as I stated earlier, watch it. It's really obvious. I don't know what else I can say. Just don't watch it. I mean, if you're going to watch it for the sex scenes and the sex scenes alone, then no one's going to stop you. Like, go watch it, fine. But it is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. It is boring, and it took forever to get over, and the entire time I was just taken back by its incompetency. And the fact that Netflix put this on their site, I'm baffled. 365 Days is an awful movie. Do not watch it under any circumstances if you want any sort of real movie. That's why I can't review this. It's not even a real movie. It is light-core porn. That's the entire film. And because of that, I am going to give 365 Days a 0.5 out of 10. The 0.5 is because I guess the movie did what it wanted to. It wanted to have sex scenes, so it has those, so I can't give it a straight-up 0, but this is in my bottom 10 movies of all time. I wish I never saw this. It's absolutely awful. Don't go watch it. I don't even have energy to do the intro. That's it. Don't watch it.